understand very well. When you were talking about chemicals and so on, and it seemed like sometimes it would be okay to do stuff, but other times not. This was earlier in your presentation. It seemed, I mean, no offense, but it seemed like one very long sort of lawyer's sentence through the whole thing for about 10 minutes.
It's not you, it's my fault.
If you can maybe give me a very simple example of a lot of,
I can do that.
Without the, however's and wherever's.
Yep. Okay. Absolutely. By definition, whether it's me or anybody else, if somebody says something somebody doesn't understand, it's the fault of the speaker. So I apologize. What I was trying to say is that the primary federal environmental statutes have been set up, and some of the important state ones, but especially the federal ones, have been set up so that the oil and gas industry plays by entirely different rules than any other business, forget people, than any other business in this country. And things, and to the point where things that if anybody else in this country, you pick whatever you think is sort of the nastiest industry you can envision. I don't know what it would be, you can tell me you're not. But whatever it is, if those people, the oil and gas people play from different rules. If you touch xylene, if I can't even think of a bad industry, but if bad industry Y touches xylene, it's a hazardous material, it's a hazardous substance, it's a toxic substance. Under RCRA, CERCLA, clean water, clean air, anything you can think of. But if they touch it, it's not, it is specifically defined so that that's not hazardous if they touch it. Anybody else?
So such as a manufacturer who uses Sentai, they have to treat it as a hazardous waste.
Absolutely.
But it's different for
anybody in the country has to treat it as hazardous except the gas industry. And that's why if you simply, in a regular thing, you say, if you have a dog, you got to license it. You can't say you can't use hazardous materials in this town, because that's not hazardous if they use it.
So I get that concept, but then you were talking about all these lists and so on, so I didn't see, I guess the next question, well, follow-up, or part of it is just, so how did that affect how the moratorium is stated?
Because
they then have to list all those things that gas industry might use?
We don't list them by compound, we list them by, I don't have a computer, I can't show you, but what we're saying that if it's this, if this is it, if it's spent frac fluid, then it's going to be waste as we define it. Whether if you don't do it that way, if you simply pass a law about hazardous things, then they can. You follow?
Yeah. So you have to basically single out all the stuff that they might use.
Pardon? You don't have to this way, right?
Oh, you don't.
If they generate it, it's waste.
Okay. All right.
And you can't. And under this law, if they generate it, it's waste. And under this law, you can't bring that waste into the town that passed that law.